Hello, it's Dr. Rhonda Johnson. Today's Wednesday, September 14th, 2022. And today I'm talking about a survey which shows that Americans are moving on from COVID-19. Now, this survey was published by Axios-Ipsos Coronavirus Index, and I'll put the reference in the comment section. Now, 88% in the survey of Americans believe that COVID has changed their lives forever. 85% believe we'll never be fully rid of the virus in their lifetime, and 82% say we are now in a better place than we were a year ago. Now, 46% of these folks surveyed have returned to their pre-COVID lives. Now, when it comes to wearing a mask, 37% wear a mask outside their homes at least sometimes, and this is down from 89% in September 2020 and 71% in September 2021. However, large majority of Americans, 74%, said they were likely to wear a mask outside the home if COVID-19 cases surge again in their area. Now, nearly 1 out of 3 Americans believe the pandemic is over. And when the researchers broke it down by political affiliation and vaccination status, the results are interesting. 59% of Republicans say the pandemic is over, compared to 27% of independents and 10% of Democrats. Now, those that are unvaccinated were more likely to say the pandemic is over in this survey, 55%, than those who were vaccinated at 22%. Now, the bulk of the Americans at 71% describe the pandemic as a problem that is manageable. Now, of interest, 50% of the survey respondents have had or believe they've had COVID at some point, and 38% of Americans say they know someone who has been reinfected in the past few weeks. Now, sadly, just 1 in 4 are familiar with Paxlovid, the antiviral pill used to treat COVID-19. And according to the survey experts, that has not changed. Familiarity with Paxlovid hasn't changed at all since they start first asking this question in November 2021. Now, there's a lot more data to the survey. I'm sure you would find this survey interesting, and I'll provide the reference. But clearly, the takeaway point is Americans are, quote, moving on from this pandemic. So I will end my message today with some of my own statistics. Here they are. During the month of August, last month, over 15,000 Americans died from COVID-19. In July, almost 12,000 Americans died from COVID. And in June, nearly 8,500 Americans died from COVID. If you add that all up, it brings a 3-month total of over 35,000 deaths from COVID. We wouldn't accept that for anything else. Airplane crashes, if people died in a natural disaster, or if, let's say, 85,000 Americans or 8,500 Americans died on a cruise ship, we wouldn't accept this, folks. Why are we accepting this when it comes to COVID? In my opinion, there really is a disconnect between what we believe and what is reality when it comes to this pandemic and when it comes to this virus. You know, COVID remains the 3rd leading cause of death here in the United States. And remember that death from COVID is largely preventable through vaccination and boosters. Getting fully vaccinated and getting a booster can drastically lower your risk of dying from COVID. That is my message today. As always, my views are my own. And I hope you will be safe and be well and take care.